What's up, Fish Tropic? Jason, how you doing? I just switched to my phone. I said forget it. So, yeah. Freaking pain in the butt program, but whatever. Shit happens, you know? So how you doing, Jason? The volume's low? Really? The volume is low? I don't know how to turn up the mic on my phone, so I'll just move closer, okay? Make sure... Yep. My son's asleep, so I can't talk all that loud. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll just plug my earbuds in. Sorry for all the movement. That way you'll hear the mic off of this being right next to me. Can you hear me now? Thumbs up and share. Yeah. Excuse me. Cool. With the headset, it makes things work better. Or the earbuds, I mean. Let's see. Live dashboard. What's up, DPK, KG Cichlids, Aquarium Cop? I'm just gonna wait till everyone rolls back in. Nothing, that's chilling. My son's with me, so I can't talk overly loud. So with the earbuds on, it should be okay. I just gotta be careful with my battery, because I don't have the charger out here with me, and I don't want to run into the bedroom and wake him up, because he's got summer school in several hours. So there we go. At least if I have this trickle of charging, it won't keep up with how much the demand is. Whatever. Cool. Yeah. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just quitting all the things in the background when my computer boots up. Alright, that's done. On watch page. So let's see, new things with me. I don't know if anyone saw that. Hey, White, what's up? I don't know if anyone saw the video I put out of me setting up my 20-gallon. I do have that edited. I did switch it because I noticed, I guess I must have reset my phone down, because I was recording from my phone and put it on upside down. So that's where you get the upside down picture. So I did go in there and split it apart, and I thought I saved it before I uploaded it, and you know what I mean? So I just uploaded it, or I mean edited it on YouTube, and yeah, right. I updated it on YouTube with their video creator, so it should be all set now. Just did a DIY wet dry overhead filter for my pond about an hour ago. It looks kind of crappy, but it works. Laugh out loud. You know what? If it's your first one doing like that and you're trying to be creative, I'd say that's a good job. You can always, you know, do better next time. So let's see. That was from a video from last, I think, Friday, before I went to work. So that was me setting up the 20 long on the kitchen table when I said I wasn't going to do it. I just moved my son's 2.5 gallon beta tank to the windowsill. So yeah, check that out. I have the 20 long, the cycling. I do have cycled media in there and all that. And I took some substrates from my 125 and some of my other tanks, and just kind of mixed it in with the substrate after that video when I got home that night, just to give it some more biological stuff. What's up, Joel? How's it going, brother? So that's done. well, at least I'm on my cell phone here. I just don't know how long the battery's gonna last, because it is at like 60%, so hopefully it'll last an hour. Picked up some new fish from my local fish store, the local pet smart. Picked up some more African cichlids. They had some deal going on. You buy 4, you can get 2 free. It doesn't matter the fish. The most expensive fish aren't the ones you're getting for free. So I think I came home with 20-something fish. I lost a couple of the Africans. Brought one back today because didn't feel like tearing apart my whole 55-gallon looking for a fish. My parameters are good still, so I don't know if the other Africans just picked the thing apart and there's this bones letting. But if I can find them, I'll take them back to PetSmart and get refunded my $12 or whatever it was. So yeah. So let's see. I picked up, what did I pick up for fish? I picked up German blue rams. They're in my 22 bow front right now. Seem to be enjoying it with the shrimp in there. If they eat the shrimp, there's not that many in there anyways. I'm not worried about it. They did an awesome job cleaning all the mum off the bottom of the tank because I just would feed it for the shrimp and the snails. Almost like a shrimp and snail grow tank. But I obviously changed the water. I mean, that tank's been set up for, I want to say, a month and a half, 2 months now, so it should be pretty well set, and it's got a seasoned sponge filter in it. Sweet, yep. It's Joel Gill, it says, but it's Tuesday, but I feel alright. Sweet, new fish, yep. I got some stuff coming from Sergeant Tank. Some of his chocolate plecos, and some, I think, 20, snowball shrimp, the Neocardian snowball shrimp, and some other minor stuff. So that'll be cool. What else? I was trying to think. For the one African that I did return, I picked up a couple one crown tail female beta, and then one female veil tail beta. That way there's kind of a match, because I do have a male of each of those, so. Yep, Molly checking out the new fish. Super red pleco, Bristol plecos are doing awesome. I added one of the female veil tail to that tank. Seems to be doing okay, and then I put the other female in the other, like, fancy guppy grow tank. So see how they do. Overall, I've been keeping up on the tanks. Gathering my wooden materials to build my stands, cinder blocks. What it is I've been, instead of buying the wood, I've been going around before work to different construction sites and seeing what 2x4s, if there's anything salvageable, and I'll actually go to, like, the Lake Placid dump, which is, about 15 miles away, where there's a lot of construction debris, and I just talked to the girl Jen that I know there, of the older woman, and she lets me just go out back, and she's like, take what you want, because we're junking it anyway. So I do find some decent 2x4s, even shorter lengths, because I can make 29-gallon racks or whatever, so I'm all about doing things on the cheap, and things like that. And she's gonna, if she sees any fish tanks that go there, which she has seen before, she's gonna give me a call, so I can just swing by. She'll put it to the side and over to the side, and I can use it or pick it up for free. That's how I got one of my 10 gallons. It was just sitting right there near the thing. What's up, C&C Aquatics? Sweet, yep. A sweet new fish. Yep. I'm just trying to think. The last couple days has kind of been busy because me and my son were going out to go to the movies, and I was going to return that one African yesterday, but they were already closed by the time we got there. So, and that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I redid my airlines. I took the airline, or whatever the hell it's called, Aquatop or whatever, the air pump, and I moved it over here, one of my air pumps. So that Aquatop air pump does that 10 gallon, the two 10 gallons, the 22 bow front, and the 20 long in my kitchen, and it still has power. So, and then that air pump does this tank and this tank, and that's it. And that air pump can do like 200 or 300 gallons worth of water, so if I need it, but it's older, so it doesn't work as well as it used to. My 20 long, that I just set up, my other 20 longs I'm using it as a quarantine. I was thinking of that one on my kitchen table would be for fish or quarantining. What did I move in there? I moved some big rock in there. Super glued some of the plants, like the Nubius and Java fern to it. I glued the water spray to the rock, the Java fern to the Malaysian driftwood that's in there. I have other driftwood pieces that I picked up at the dump that are like seasoned, you know what I mean? There's no bark on them, seem pretty solid. I'm just gonna let those sit out for a bit, get rained on for like a month or two, that I picked up the other day. So that'll be kind of cool. I got some smaller trees that have the stump, so it gives that cool effect. So I might take one of those and put it in the 125. What's up, Allison in Chains? White says, KJ, so many cool fish. What was it? So many cool fish and not enough tanks. Yeah, right. I feel you. I started looking on Facebook Marketplace, and people are selling fish tanks for like not bad prices, $1 per gallon, pretty much. A lot of people are selling them for used tanks. So I got a lot of feelers out there. So after I drop my son off at school in the morning, I'm gonna meet up with someone, check tank out. It looks pretty good. A couple 29 highs. Just need to be cleaned up. A 75 that was used for salt that has all the salt still all over it, but the seals are supposed to be good on it. Because I think if I get a 75, I might put it over in this corner, and use that almost as like a pond. Because I wanted to get a stock tank, like a 100-gallon stock tank. I did find a 300-gallon stock tank for sale on the marketplace for like $120, which is not bad, but I just don't have anywhere to put it. I mean, the brand new stock tank's like almost $300. So a used one for, what did I say, $160 is not bad. So I'm probably going to go check that out. KG Cichlid says, mine would be coming home, not having the energy to do water changes. I need a drip system, laugh out loud. Yeah, right? Yeah, I've been thinking about that too, because I can put little like greenhouse, you know how you can get the drip systems from Lowe's or Home Depot? I'm thinking of setting one up, because my landlord gave me the permission to go under the sink and tap into the cold water line. But my problem is I gotta put a 3-stage filter on that, kind of like Greg Jones online did for my aquarium box, and put the filter in under the sink. And then if I did that, then I would have to put the drip emitters all around, and then you know, I gotta centralize a lot of stuff before then. Do I drill tanks, or do I just do overflows? You know, in tank overflows, so I can top them off, or I'd probably end up drilling tanks, to be honest with you. That way I can maybe have it, if I do put 125, I think I said 100-gallon stock tank, that would be where all the water would get pumped, right? The crap water, when I drain, you know, so it overflow into there, and then I'd have a system that would pump it up and out through the window to the right of me here behind the 55 gallon. But I don't know, I think that's just too much right now. I don't mind doing the water changes with the Python. You need to make some racks, Brian. Stack all your tanks and save some room. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've been collecting the wood. So I was gonna do it with some of that money he gave me, White, but I saved that to buy stuff from Jeremy. So, and I was gonna go buy the racks, and my truck. I caught up on all my truck payments and stuff, like trying to be a good person and get my stuff paid, and the car company or the loan place charged me a third time this month, so they overdrew my account by $600, roughly, with the overdraft fees, because I had other things clearing, like a credit card payment that did clear before that hit, and it went to go pay the credit card off, so I'd owe zero on it, right? And then they've reversed it for some reason. I'm like, why would it get reversed? And it hasn't hit back to my account yet. So right now I'm like $600 in the hole, which is not fun. But that's okay. I'm supposed to contact them. I'm supposed to help them, or they're supposed to call me. I'm going to call them tomorrow around 9 or 10 a.m. and see what the hell's going on. Because it's BS, because I didn't authorize that third charge for this month. It's all good, Brian. White says it's all good, Brian. Just glad it helped. Yep. Yeah, so back to the fish stuff. Like I said, I got some German blue ramps from PetSmart. I pretty much got 4 of them for free, which is not a bad deal, because I bought, because it was buy 4 get 2 free, and I did that 3 times, so I got 6 fish for free, and I got 4, either 3 or 4 German blue rams or whatever for free, and let's see, and a couple other fish, I don't know, to even it out to the, so you got 2 free fish. That would have been 6 free fish I got. So yeah, I got either 3 or 4 German blue ramps for free, and then 2 of something else. So I think I made out okay. Hi, girl. Molly's just doing her pacing because she wants to get back in the bedroom. My son's sleeping, but I'll put her back in there and let her lay on my bed, and she'll want to come right back out here and start scratching at the door. And if she wakes up my son, she's going outside for the rest of the night. Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, girl. So let's see. Allison Chan says you're amazing. You are amazing, Carlos. Love fish fam rules. Yep. Sometimes I don't get a chance to do water changes, says Christian. Yeah, sometimes I don't either, but that's where live plants can help give you a little bit of a little bit of leadway. Priscilla's in the house. Hashtag lurking. That's right. White says add me on Facebook, DPK. I'm always about if you wanna chat. Thank you. DPK says thank you, Allison. I really appreciate it. It's really hard having my loved ones turning the back on me and making me feel like I don't matter. Feelings don't matter. Allison Chain says the 20-gallon setup today looks great, Brian. Sergeant Tank in the house. What's up, brother? All right, let me go show you guys that one, because I don't know when that video is going to be done processing through YouTube. So hold on. Move, girly girl. I took the light off of this because with this window right here, this window gets about 8 hours of light, and this tank will be pretty bright. I did have that, why didn't it switch? There we go. So this 20-gallon long, I don't have a light on it, or I used to, I just got to get a surge protector, a GFI to surge protector, so I can plug more things in. But the heater's up and running. I mean, not much has changed with it. I did not wash any of this gravel and sand. Before I even added the water, I put the sand and the gravel in. I'm going to add some, this is where it's going to get messy that I didn't even think about. I'm going to add some organic potting soil in here and just mix it throughout. And I got, what did I pick up? I picked up some dry ferts today, or yesterday when I was up in there. I picked up some, what the heck are they called? I can't remember. Let's see. Golden. I don't know. The plants you can use to, I can't remember the damn name. You can use to put into the system like this, the aquaponics. So what I'm going to do is I'm tempted to tear this tank down and use a razor blade, cut this hydroponic system out because there's a pump in it, and put it over here and leave that main plant in here and take this plant, because you know how you can cut it. It grows really good and it can suck up a lot of nutrients. I'll put this plant over there and it'll crawl along and do that. Otherwise I'll just do above tank sump and just put it up there, because the clay pebbles at Lowe's is like $2 for a 20-pound bag or something, or 25-pound bag. It was like nothing, for the clay pebbles that float or whatever. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So that's that tank. It's play sand and hardscape gravel, mixed with a little bit of other gravels from my other tanks that have beneficial bacteria in it. So pretty much I probably could put fish in here. I'm just gonna let it sit for a while, a couple weeks. I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm probably thinking making this my second or third quarantine tank. I don't know yet, though. Don't mind me, I just got the stickers on the side. I'm just lazy and didn't want to pull them off, so I gotta add some more Java moss right here onto the driftwood. It's not done by any means, but there's these lilies you can get from, what is it, PetSmart, the like 3-pack of bulbs, the aquatic lilies. So I just figured they take, what, I think 30 or 45 days to start sprouting. So there's 3 or 4 of them in this tank, which I'll probably take once they get off and running. I'll probably take them out of here and put them in the 125 and let them just be in there. So this one's got water sprite, Java fern, Anubias in here. It says the Anubias is on the back side of the rock. I don't know. Nope. See, this is what you get when you don't rinse your soil out, huh? Let's see. Whatever. It's going to take a while for the Java fern to crawl all over that thing anyways. Obviously this isn't done. That was just kind of like part 1. I'm going to do way more. So how I got this to fill up without making a mess, not rinsing the soil, all I did, if you saw the video, for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, I just used a plastic bag, put the python in the plastic bag and let it just fill, and it just literally, as the bag filled, it would start to float as the water went up. What type of fish? Well, I have another quarantine tank in my kitchen right now, which is another 20 long, and I have a 10-gallon tank. I just figured the 20-gallon tank I could put bigger fish in that's going in there. I don't know. I might just make this maybe a shrimp tank or something like that. I don't know. Or get a bigger puffer or something like that and put a puffer in here. I don't know. I just don't know, No thoughts. I'm just setting tanks up and then get them cycled, and once they're cycled I can put what I want in there and move fish accordingly. Or maybe the pair that I really like, the couple pairs of the trios that I really like, maybe I'll just put dividers and put 3 dividers in here and put some fancy guppies in here to selectively breed. But I don't know. Yeah, the bag method, I learned that from someone else's videos. I can't take credit for that one, to be honest with you. So, let me flip this around. Well, hold on, let me put this back. So this is the window I was talking about that gets like, oh, Jesus. I hate YouTube's thing, it sometimes doesn't. So this is the window. I've had this here since Friday, and it doesn't get enough sun, or I have enough plant material in that plant taking enough nutrients out of there. This plant that I got from work that I just got a cutting of, and I put it in the aquaponics system, and this thing shot off pretty well just with this 2300K LED light that was over it. And that's Nana Petite Anubias right there, and I think I got some flame moss and Java moss. I will probably just put sand in the bottom of this tank and go from there. Does anyone know what these are? I can't remember the name of them. They're a house plant that grows like vines, and you see a lot of people use them in their overflows or their like an aqua pothos. There you go, pothos. So I picked those up at Lowe's for like $6 or $7 for the pair of those. This is an old plant I got from school. What the heck is this called? Not an azalea. It's a Christmas plant, that poinsettia, that I got from school that I gave to my mother, and she just kept giving it back to me. I gave it to my mother-in-law. They kept killing it, so finally I took it over, and I'm not screwing it, and this is how it ends up. A little bit of Miracle Grow with the 3-month extension. You know what I mean? 3-month fert or 6-month fert soil in there. So plus, I got my own fert. I go to the 125 or the highest TDS tank and scoop a little bit of water and just dump it in here. So I got any of that nutrients in the water. Like I said, I picked up some dry fert, grabbing popcorn. So I picked up some plant food, all-purpose, this dry. I can mix this with water, you know what I mean? It breaks down or whatever. Miracle Grow. I know it's kind of, it's got a little bit of copper in it, but the last stuff I used did have a small percentage of copper, very, very small, like 0.0, like 1%, and it didn't seem to hurt the neocaridina because I really lightly fert it, so I'll only fert like, you know what I mean? The recommended amount is like, especially with this, the Flourish that I picked up, you know, it says for the copper content, where is it? Copper 0.0001%. So that's what, a thousandth of 1%. I mean, I've used this in the shrimp tank, and I haven't seen anything happen to them yet. So I figured, since it's such a light concentration, it's okay. And this Miracle Grow has copper too, but it's 0.07%. So I'm going to make this really weak when I fert my neocaridina tanks. So I'll do that. I'll probably use only a quarter of what they suggest, the amount, and if I have to, I'll just dose twice a week or 3 times a week. That's very small doses, because the plants will eat it up in those tanks, especially the cherry red shrimp and the blue velvet shrimp from Lucas that are in that tank at this point, and the haven't gotten hurt. I haven't seen any dead ones or anything like that, and all that's in there is the super red bristlenose plecos. They're growing out. Actually, that's where I might move the super red plecos, is into this tank, because they're starting to get kind of big, and then they sent me an extra one or an extra 2, because I think it was a thing for 5, and they sent me 6 or 7. So I might move them into this 20 long when I feel comfortable, and this has enough plants growing in it and stuff like that, as this being like a breeding tank for them. I'll put some little caves in or something. Maybe I'll just use PVC, like 1-inch PVC pipe temporarily. Let me know what you guys think, especially Sergeant Tank. Let me know what you think on putting super reds like that. I mean, PVC, I've seen it work before. You just cap one end. I've had some success. My African cichlid tank with the rubber lip plecos, I've seen them use that. So have your shrimps started changing colors with having blue and red shrimp together. You know what's kind of funny? The cherry red shrimp, the blue velvet shrimp is in the same line as cherry red shrimp. It's just the different, what do you want to call it? Strain of red cherry shrimp. Is from what Lucas told me or what I read too. So don't mind my place. I was looking for something and I tore my whole place looking for it. So let's see. The two little Oscars and the 125 are doing great. Here's the big one. I added some of the new fish I got was that gold Severum there. I got two other little Severums. I think they're green Severums. I got a little flower horn that I got like next to nothing because it wasn't in the greatest condition. Well, it was in pretty good condition, but no one would buy them, and it's been sitting there for about a month. I'm like a couple months, and I'm like, hey, with all the fish I'm buying, will you throw that in for a cheaper rate? And the manager's like, yep. So once, well, there's the flower horn. I put the smaller size flower horn. I put it in the African cichlid tank because I was afraid the monster right here would try and go after it because it's a smaller flower horn, and it kind of got its fins beat up. So I medicated this tank and this tank with Icex and General Cure and all that. Fully, all these tanks that I put new fish in have been medicated. So, yep. Purple shrimp. I'm sure someone will come across a purple, be able to eventually make a purple shrimp. So, I know Jeremy loves Severums because I like them too because I started, some of my first fish were Severums. So that's a gold Severum. I think that's a green one. I can't remember. I have to check the receipt. I know there's different colors of Severums. So I think this tank's pretty well stocked. I'm pretty sure those guys, I thought those were two male convicts. I'm pretty sure the one on the left, that's just like gray and black, is a female, and the other one's a male because they were lip locking on my last live stream pretty bad. And I read it up, and Nick the Dick said, you know, those tend to do that part of the breeding thing. So all they do is fall around each other and keep people, you know, keep the other cichlids away. So I think they're getting ready to spawn, which will be kind of cool because they become highly aggressive and push all the fish out of a certain area. So, I mean, they're eating right now, so, yep. That flower horn went at it with one of the bigger Severums because they must be fighting for territory in there, because now this tank is where I think it should be stocked. I mean, I'm over-filtrating the tank anyways. So, what's a Severum? It's a cichlid. The Severum is this. It looks kind of like that. They got the different ones, and then you got the gold one in the golden one in the back. They're semi-aggressive fish, or they can be kind of really aggressive, in my opinion. Some of them will be. They just get that mentality. So, yep, Severums. Yeah, Severums have an attitude. I don't know if they. I don't know if they. I know they give the Oscar, or try to give the Oscar a run for her money, but she is pretty big already, and those Severums are going to take way too long to catch up to her at this point. They kind of just give her a wide berth. Look at that. She loves to do barrel rolls. Butter coffee will destroy everything. Filtration on this big beast. I have a trickle tower and some pump that's pumping it up. So I got two 1-inch overflows. Only the right side's working right now. Otherwise, it'll overpower my pump. This because that's like 900 gallons an hour each, just with gravity fed, roughly. So I only have that one going. I have the Fluval 404 down here going, which is rated, I don't know, I want to say at least a couple hundred gallons an hour. That pump will pump 1,396 gallons per hour and I got a 125-gallon sponge filter in here. I used to have a 40-gallon sponge filter, but I moved that into the 20 long. So roughly, I figure this tank's getting roughly right around, I would say, 2,000 gallons an hour that this tank's getting run through. Plus, I'm using pinky floss, which takes a lot of the stuff out, the crud. I had to change that today because my pump was going way quicker because the pinky floss was so dirty, so I squeezed all that out. And I mean, the one on the bottom is seeded. I don't care that it's black again, but whatever you do, that stuff gets, especially with how many fish are in here. See this Oscar swimming upside down? Look at that. She's like, oh, feed me, feed me. I swear it's trying to look at the ceiling or something. Yeah, well, I like overstocking. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you are willing to do the water changes and stuff. And it's only just now that this tank is starting to get up around 300 or 400 TDS, 500 TDS with my stocking in here. And it's taken over a year for it to do that. Yep. Sergeant tank, several. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 Severums in here. I wiped my PetSmart out of Severums. They didn't have any left. I like that gold one actually. Kind of just stares at itself the whole time. But those little other green ones are being little shitheads. I'm going to move the koi out of here if I get the 100-gallon stock tank. I haven't chosen whether or not I'm going to move this, what I'm going to put here yet, but a 100-gallon stock tank will fit right here where this lazy boy is and only come to about here. So in that case, I may do it. Actually, no, it might come out to here. I got to think about that one. But a 150-gallon stock tank will fit where my kitchen table is, where the 20 long is sitting. I don't know. I might rearrange this room, but if I do that, it's going to be a project, and I'm going to have a couple buddies that owe me favors come in here and drain these tanks down. Yep, staring at itself. I swear the female Oscar purposely swims upside down just to get my attention so she can beg for some more food. But these guys have been pretty well fed today. I did do a water change on this. Alright, so I did get some new Africans. I don't know what the heck that's called. They couldn't remember because it came in as an assortment. Oh, there's my battery. Shit, I might have to go in the bedroom because with the slow trickle charge of this thing, it's not going to keep up with the stream, so. I've thrown in the cagey towel. Yep. Hold on, let me turn this over. Yep. So I got this one right here too. That other one right there, those 2 Africans right there. Oh, let me see if I can't find the other ones. I think I got, well, I picked up 3 or 4 Africans, but 2 of them passed away. So I'm trying to find the other body. I kind of moved stuff around. I want to say the other fish picked the thing apart because I moved the rocks, I moved the sponge filter, and I couldn't find it. Some bottom feeder finished it off, and you know those guys, if you give them a couple days and enough time and patience, they'll wipe it out. So, yeah. And then there's the male yellow lab. And hold on, that might be, I'm not sure if that's a subdominant yellow lab, but this one's like punks it around, this smaller one. And then you got the Venustus right there, 3 of those in here, some blue something, I can't remember all the names of the Africans. Thirsty from all the popcorn, haha, that's funny. The Texas cichlid's still doing okay. No one bothers that Texas at all. He's just so bigger than the other ones. Not yet, at least. And maybe the Venustus will give him a run for his money. But I have a beer to drink that I'm not even drinking. I can't go in the bedroom and show you the fish I got for those tanks, but maybe tomorrow or later today I'll post a video up of updating those tanks. If anyone's needing water sprite, wisteria, I can part with a little bit of Java fern and stuff like that, let me know. But if you want some water sprite, I got that for days. So that's the Africans. So let's see. Otherwise, the other Africans in here, I put 4 of them in there. 2 of them, I don't know, they didn't look too good coming out of the bag, although they look beautiful. So I tested the water to see what their parameters were, and they were almost exactly the same as mine. So I don't know. If anyone can ID that African, that came as an assorted African, and they really didn't know, and the girl that did know was non-stop tied up with other customers, and that white one, kind of albino looking one. I just don't know what those 2 are. I might just take a picture of them and search them on Google Images. So that's a Z-Rock. Oh, sulfur head. Oh, okay. Which one? The white one? Kind of the whitest one looking? And then this one I like because it's got that cool yellow and kind of orange. And the white one's just chilling up top. So no, the yellow blaze one. Oh, that one? This one right here? Or that one? Make room for them frontosa sending my way, huh? Make room for them. My way, KG. Yeah, so, yeah. I don't know. Kind of a small gist of what's going on in here. The guppies are doing okay in there. That are breeding like crazy. I picked up some more live food. Oh, maybe I can zoom in on the beta from here. Hold on. The female I picked up, I think that's the crown tail beta. Very small. You can see her right near the sponge filter, looking at herself. I gotta cut that Anubias. I'm gonna split that Anubias. I got a lot of Java fern in there. I'm waiting for a couple runners off that sword plant, and then that tank has the Mondo grass in there, Java moss, Christmas moss, wisteria, temple plant. So yeah, I got to get rid of that big rosy red minnow, I think it is it's called, because I looked. It's just kind of going chasing the guppies around there. Wait, what? Frontosas? Yeah, I got a frontosa. This one, though, he kind of hangs out towards the bottom. If I can get a good picture of him, because the convicts have been pushing him around lately. So, got the warning for the low battery. Guys, I'm just going to cut the stream here because I only have 7% left in my battery, and my computer's acting up. So, alright guys, I don't mean to cut it so quickly, but this phone's going to die, and for some reason I can't get Google Hangouts to work on my my stuff. So, I'll let you go. If I can get this on the charger for 30 minutes or so, it'll be back to like 55% battery. So I may come back on, you know, in about like 2:30 if I'm not asleep. So I don't mean to cut it so soon. I don't like doing this, but I will have more updates coming out here in the future. Just keep watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. And you should have seen that barrel roll. Hold on. that Oscar, I have a security camera. Put it this way, I've seen how I can set it up to stream 24 hours on this tank, and it can't do green. I wanted to set it up and see what this Oscar does all day. Like barrel roll after barrel roll. We'll swim from one length of the end of the tank to the other, which is like 5 feet, upside down, like it's doing right now. Just chilling. I don't know if it's just getting exercise or it's doing tricks for me. I just don't know. What do you guys think? Comment when this video comes out. Let me know why you think it does that. Or it just no. You know what? And she doesn't have a swim bladder issue or anything. She just does it for fun. Yeah, much love to you too, Jeremy. I look forward to that order. Look at that. It's like she knows she's on camera. That's this awesome. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks again. If you're just watching this video now, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you dislike, let me know why. So I can do better on my next episode. Yep. So, alright Priscila, everyone, Aquarium Tech. Let me see if I can't get the list of who all is in here before my phone dies. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, I can't do much when you're streaming from the phone. So Sergeant Tank, KG Cichlids, Aquarium Tech, Priscila MK, KG Cichlids, Fish Tropic, Allison and Alice Chains, White. There goes it. Alright, bye guys. Bye.